How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, my pleasure.
What do you think?
Well, it's a sleeping chair.
Sleeping chair.
Yeah, George I sleeping chair, or Queen Anne period.
What's the latest this chair could be?
1715, I believe. Yeah.
When-
Still has the early 17th century roll on the crest.
What do you think of that rake on that wonderful back leg?
Well,
Isn't that
that's
killer?
it's sculptural. It's really beautiful. This is what you would call a lambrequin or a
Here?
lappet knee.
Lappet knee carved out of the
Incised,
solid.
yes, beautiful. And the surface looks like it's been there forever.
This would have been an amazing luxury. This is like an early recliner, right?
Absolutely. This back is called a crémaillère,
Crémaillère.
which
Okay.
is
Which
a
is?
retractable back. What we do is
Okay.
we lift
these. Yep.
lift them up and
Lift
then
them
down.
Up and then down.
Down,
Okay,
and then-
there you go.
There you go.
Then you
Now
can
there's
okay.
clevis pins in here to hold this forged iron ratchet.
So the original, I mean, I used to be I used to love iron. I still
Sure.
do. That looks like you say, it's the real deal.
Forged iron.
Original iron. in
Beautiful.
there. And then in front here, Gary, these come out, right? Don't-
Yeah,
one-
this one's solid. It's in. I can't pull it
Okay.
out, but that one certainly
This one
is
pulls out.
working.
Look at
Yeah.
this. This thing. So this would have been obviously both of them came out.
Both
to
of these
hold the
would
tray.
pull out and hold a tray.
Okay. All right. Look at this thing. Hangs.
It's beautiful. And look at the quality of the steel. That is really well done.
Now I called up the owner, nice lady, and she said it's okay. We can look at
can
the
open
bones.
it up?
We can open it up.
Great. What we might have is we may have the original linen underneath,
Yes.
and we don't
Yeah.
want to cut. We don't
No,
want to cut.
you want to
into
do that. You know what? And,
I
and you
think
know
I
what?
can do this.
You
Very
can?
here. It's got that
Okay.
wonderful 20th century
Those metal.
rivets.
Yep. We want to point out. I mean, we know from the pattern of this that we're not hurting 18th century
No,
fabric.
absolutely.
I always tell people to check first. Make sure that an expert before you start doing what we're doing that you're not dealing with 18th century
So
stuff.
important.
Yeah. You know what? You know,
What
I'm
we have.
kind of cool. No,
Now that's the original
I was
linen.
just going to say that looks like early linen.
Yeah, that's
so
early linen.
neat.
And it's wrapped around the joints to keep it tight. Now, this looks interesting here.
It's almost
Might
like a
be
velvet.
a velvet, crushed velvet of some sort.
But it looks hard to tell. It's like a cut velvet, like you say.
Yeah, it's looks like
Looks
a
like it's
velvet.
almost glued. It's almost
It
glued
could
to
very
the
well be
wood.
glued too.
Okay, it's late. I think it's later though. I'm
There
looking
it
at how
is.
regular that is.
Yeah, that's modern.
So 20th century.
And of course,
early
right
20th.
underneath it is some jute, which is 19th century or 20th
Right.
century. This is interesting too.
Oh, this is
There,
great.
Look at the
Yeah,
plaque.
this is great. The plaque. Yeah, this is Queen Anne chair, circa 1740. So they're a little late on that,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
You're thinking late teens, just 10
Yeah.
to 25. The Earl of Weems in March, Cadogan Square, London. Let's go in here. You
Sure.
did pretty well.
You know what I
on
think
your
we
own.
should
What do you
do?
want to do? You
Maybe
wanna-
we should see if we can get the same
Let's do the same deal. Good.
deal here.
Oh wow! We see some blood. I want to see some blood here. We got to suffer a little here. No,
Here,
that's
of course, you can see the strapping, which
Late-
is 20th century.
20th century. The real wide stuff is
Yeah.
20th. The narrow stuff.
Absolutely.
And earlier.
And it also should be linen. It should not be jute.
Look at that. There's some blood. You see, Joe? See, there you go. You got it. You know.
Just the,
I have given blood for the Earl of Weems.
It's the gain.
Yes. I'm feeling the crest rail, so I'm going to go right under the crest rail. No anesthetic.
Okay.
Now we know. So
There is no under
no,
webbing
no
or
original.
anything that's original.
It's
Just
too
this
wide,
Nice
but-
oak
Ooh, that's
crest
nice.
here.
So here,
There we go.
let's get that in the light a little better, if you don't mind, so we can see if there's some nail. These are late 19th century and 20th century nails. I'm going to do an initial cut like this, and then
Just
And
so
you know
that if
that-
it's covered in linen,
Yeah.
you want to be careful.
right. And if I started to see horsehair, I'd slow down because I know that the horse or pig hair, it could be original. I don't want to mess with that. Now there's some. That looks like an older linen right there. Look
that's-
underneath that
That's
foam.
not 18th century, I don't think so.
Nope, maybe early
thin.
19th.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
too fine, right?
But oh, I don't know. But right there, we have a little rosehead nail there. Look at that.
This is like archaeology.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, that is a
Yeah,
rose
that's
head.
a rosehead.
Look at it, underneath this 20th century foam, this 1920s cotton.
Yeah.
This is great therapy, just, being able to tear things apart. It's fun. It's fun. This is what everybody should be able to do this, right, Gary?
At least once in their life.
Yeah, at least once in your life. Okay. Here's our first sign here of some pig and horse hair. Again, we don't know how early it is yet, but usually the earlier pig and horse hair is usually quite long. And these days you can't, right? When upholsters.
That's right.
Now I'm not seeing really long stuff yet, but some of it's like really long. Today upholsters have really short stuff. You can't get this.
And some of
long
this, the
stuff.
lighter colored, also can be pigs or boars.
Boar hair as well, right?
But why don't we
cut
cut
down
it
here?
right down the middle and we can peel it?
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna do it. Well, pull this away a little, because I know I'm not hurting there because it's just down
There we go.
We know this is this awful stuff here.
Beautiful.
Here we go. Man,
Beautiful.
There you go. Ah,
Now you're going to get
now
those
we're getting into
spores.
that. Gosh, you know, I just
This is just a batting
so
pine. I'm still not convinced that's
too-
18th
well,
century.
You know what it is? It's too fine.
Yeah, it's too fine. It's much
It's too fine, and it's not discolored enough.
Yeah.
Now there's your nails, and those are 19th century nails.
They are.
Yeah, 18. Would you guess?
1820s,
20 to 20s,
50s,
30s,
yeah.
20s to 50s. Yep.
Yeah.
Careful about those legs.
Yeah,
I think
they'll be
they'll
fine.
be okay. I think
This-
it'll be okay.
This is interesting. This has a forged strap in here to hold this leg in
Yes.
place. Now, I don't know if that's original or not. It might be.
It's really early.
It's pretty darn early.
Really. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I've seen on chairs made in Philadelphia in the 18th century, original iron pieces used.
And it would make sense.
Yep, yep.
Because these rake back so much.
And that's maybe why they've survived, right? Well, Gary, thanks for coming in. I'll tell
pleasure.
you, thanks. Really, that's pretty exciting. It's
My
fun,
pleasure.
Right?
Thank you.
And now we're going to leave this poor chair on its back, completely ripped
Right.
apart.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. See you later.
Yeah, see you later, chair. We'll see you. Be easy.